Welcome back to the R&D podcast. My name's Dalton.
RJ.
Today we're going to be talking about the fighting Auburn Tigers going to Kyle Field and facing up against the Texas A&M Aggies. Kind of a mid-off.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of rough. It was a rough game all around. If we had to give it a judgment, I would say probably about a 6.5 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Whole lot of nothing, quite frankly.
Yeah. It's like
RJ, what are you thinking?
It's like living in the Great Depression as an Auburn Tiger, man. I mean, first I want to start off with I'm not blaming this game on anyone except for Hugh Freeze. So let me take you back to the Baylor game. We had 52 carries for 200 plus rushing yards. And out of these two games, Oklahoma and Texas A&M, we have 60 carries in those two games. Why are we getting away from the running game? Why aren't we running the ball? We have an elite runner at quarterback with a good backfield and the outside receivers that we can do jet sweeps with that we haven't been doing lately. For some reason, we started off the first play of the game, then we run away from it. And then, okay, we have an average thrower. Why is Hugh Freeze putting all that on Jackson Arnold? Hugh Freeze is making Jackson Arnold look like a bad quarterback. Run the damn ball, Hugh Freeze. It's not that hard. Hugh Freeze is making everything complicated. It's not that complicated. You're playing football. You can go on. I'm going to quit right there real quick.
We'll give you some time to settle down, RJ. I know this one's going to be a passionate one for you. We talked about this at the beginning of the year, right? When we did our Auburn schedule breakdown. In this 3-game stretch, you really need to pick up one of these away games before you play Georgia at home. And now another issue is that Alabama just beat Georgia. You're going to get kind of an angry Georgia team, you would think. Yeah, now they play Kentucky before you, right?
Yeah.
But you do have Georgia in Jordan Hare, right? So a lot of stuff can change there. Let's talk about just some overall team stats in this game. One that really stood out to me is Texas A&M has 414 yards of total offense compared to Auburn's 177 and only won by 6. What do you credit that to? Credit that to Auburn's red zone defense and the ability to get off the field with a field goal.
Right.
Texas A&M misses 2 field goals in this game. We'll talk about that. But penalty-wise, Auburn actually didn't have more penalties than Texas A&M. That is 13 and 10 count, which is interesting to see whenever you take into account that you're 0 for 13 on third down.
Which false starts are still killing us on a start of a drive or just on. It's a key thing for our drives, like false starts and not running the football. That's the main thing I'm gonna talk about in this podcast is running the damn ball.
Football. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's talk about this too. Is the lack, or what do you think the false start issues that Auburn's having? What do you think that's stemming from? Do you think it's a play call or expecting your quarterback to make too many adjustments in an away game? What do you think it is?
I think it's a play call. I mean, Hugh Freeze is just babying them. Let the boys go out and play. Stop trying to check off every play. You're messing up the whole line for doing that, and it's causing us penalties and farther away from the first down. I mean, we went 0 for 15 for third downs, and most of the third, 0 for 13 for third downs, and we're back on third down, 3rd and 15, 3rd and 20 the whole time. Yeah, because of false starts or sacks.
Another issue you see with Auburn, like you kind of just touched on, is the play calling. And the fact that you're checking things off, like when you go to Kyle Field and you got 100 and some odd thousand people in the stands screaming on third down or third, second down, whatever it may be, you're not going to check through 4 plays. You're not going to keep looking at the sidelines. You got to line up and play football, kind of like you were saying. So that's an issue for Auburn. 4th down percentage, you're 0 for 2. Auburn, 9 first downs compared to Texas A&M's 21. That's an issue.
Yeah,
you lost this game by 6 points. And you couldn't move the ball on offense. Your defense gets you a pick or a fumble recovery gets down to the 1-yard line. Other than that, you would not have scored on offense in this game.
No, I'm giving that touchdown to the defense. I don't care what the stat sheet says. That touchdown right there was was the defenses.
Auburn could win games if the defense could just stay on the field and play offense, right?
I mean, that's what it looks like. I mean, Hugh
Uh,
Freeze is supposed to be an offensive mind coach, but I have not seen that yet. I have not. My 3 years watching Hugh Freeze play, I have not yet to say, "Damn, that was a good play call from Hugh Freeze." I have not said that yet. We've been losing because of Hugh Freeze. You can blame it on the quarterback, you can blame it on the line or whatever. We're not running the football. Auburn's a running football team, and we're not running it. We're wanting to throw it because we have the outside. We do have the outside receivers, but we don't have the quarterback for that. You can work around that though by running the football, Hugh Freeze.
Just to talk about Auburn explosiveness on offense, right? You're ranked 124th in the country. That's pretty rough.
Yeah.
Your pass grade is also 124th in the country. Your rush grade is 23rd in the country. And in this game, you had a total of what? I want to say, let me check the box score just so I'm completely correct on this.
Feels
52
like
rushing yards.
Oh, come on, rushing yards only, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we only had 24 carries. Hugh Freeze
24
was like, oh, huh? We had 24 carries, right?
Yeah, 24 carries, yeah.
Yeah. We only had 24 carries. I mean, Hugh Freeze doesn't give them a chance to go make a big run happen because it will happen. Just give it some time. Just because Texas A&M stops at one play in that drive doesn't mean go away from it. Run the ball, run the football, man. I mean, it's not that hard.
I agree.
He's about to lose his job because he's making it complicated.
What would you like to see more out of Jackson Arnold? If we're or do you think Jackson Arnold's playing well enough? You think it's just straight play calling?
I mean, he misses a couple routes, yes, but I feel like it's just straight play calling. I'm not going to Jackson Arnold and saying, "Damn, Jackson Arnold's horrible." No, Hugh Freeze is setting him up to be that horrible. Offensive line can't block, pass block, and also Jackson Arnold holds the ball. So what do you do there? What do you do there, Dalton? What do you do?
Yeah,
run the ball.
Run the ball.
Run the ball. 24 carries ain't gonna cut it for Auburn winning the game. If Auburn wants to win, if Hugh Freeze wants to win and keep his job, run the football. You want 40 plus carries a game if you want to win a football game. Believe me, if Auburn has 40 plus carries a game, Auburn will win football games.
Yeah,
against good opponents.
So, Auburn has a bye this week, right?
Yes.
Whenever you play Georgia and you play against that front seven, do you think the mentality is still run that down ball?
Not for Hugh Freeze, no.
I mean, I'm saying, I'm like, if you were coaching, if RJ Coker was the head coach for the Auburn Tigers, right? What is your mentality going into this game?
I'm running the ball. I don't care if they stop it or not. There's going to be a run that breaks out and opens up my pass game.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
You just keep kind of like chipping away at the stone until finally you hit that one crack and it just completely.
Yes.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Because I believe our defense can stop anyone in this country. We've seen that for the past 2 weeks.
You want to hear an interesting stat line too, as far as Auburn's defense goes, which this loss is nowhere near on Auburn's defense. They played a heck of a game to be able to keep forcing field goals. 47 carries for the Texas A&M Aggies, 207 rushing yards, 4.5 yards average, and 1 touchdown. Longest run of the game was 38 yards. What do you think? Yeah, I mean, they were equally as good, right? On passing the football. They had 207 yards, 15 receptions, whatever. What do you think there's a problem on Auburn's defense? Like, do you see anything that may be a little alarming? Or you think just like, no, this is a completely offensive issue. Our defense, if we had an offense, we'd be winning everything.
No, I don't think no. Defense played well. Okay, they had a 207 rushing yards, but they also had. This is a good, really good Texas A&M offense. We held them to 16 points.
Yeah,
that is amazing.
Right?
Yes, that is amazing for Auburn. I don't care if they had 600 yards in total. If you held Texas A&M to 16 points, and your offense only scored 7, really defense, but offense scored 7 on the stat line. I mean, that's awful. Help your defense out.
Another thing, While we're here talking about it, Hugh Freeze. I know your opinion on Hugh Freeze. I know you're pretty strong with it. Do you think he's going after this year, and who do you think replaces him?
Um,
Do you think DJ
I don't
Durkin's
know.
in the talk for the job? Do you think he's going and DJ Durkin maybe takes over? What are you thinking?
There's been talks of that, but I don't mind that, honestly. I don't mind a defensive-minded head coach. I mean, defensive coordinator coming into head coach as a defensive-minded coach.
Or do you think Hugh Freeze stays because he is such a good recruiter, and you just get a new offensive coordinator? You have Derek Nix there, and I know that's one of Hugh Freeze's guys from Ole Miss. But
That's what after the
performing.
first year, after seeing his play call in the first year, that's what I've been preaching to you and the other people that's in our friend group, is that go out and get you a good offensive coordinator and let him call plays. Let him cook. But Hugh
Yeah.
Freeze can't do that. He has to be the offensive coordinator because he's quote unquote an elite offensive mind. But I have not seen that elite for the past 3 years.
Yeah.
So if he stays, someone needs to tell him, go get you an offensive coordinator because you suck at play calling. You suck. I'm sorry. So,
I'm not going to argue with anything you're saying because I agree with all of it. I think Auburn right now is in a bad spot. Offensively, you bring Jackson Arnold in, offer him $2 million, and you think your whole problem is going to be fixed because you got a lot of talent, and it's not. So whenever you have a lot of talent, yeah, that's what I'm about to get to. Whenever you have a lot of talent, right, and you're not seeing results on the field, what does it resort back to? What are the roots of the tree? You know what I'm saying? It's the coaching. It's the play calling. And there's not a lot more to say. Jackson Arnold may be holding the ball for a long time. He still went 18 for 33. Not a terrible game. Not a great game, not a terrible game, but
and Texas A&M could have had a lot more sacks, but he got out the pocket and ran for 2 or 5 yards. So I feel like Jackson Arnold played a pretty decent game. I mean, he missed a route or two every now and then in that game that could have been an explosive play. But still, that still doesn't make me think that we should run the ball more.
A lot of Auburn fans are calling for Jackson Arnold's job currently. Do you think it's time to put Deuce Knight in, even though you've only lost 2 games? I don't agree with it. Right? Let me go ahead and clarify that. I don't agree with it, but
if you watch the Ball State game, he was clueless out there. He's not ready for it yet. But if Auburn goes on to lose Georgia and Missouri, yeah, put him in. Get him ready for next year. But Hugh Freeze got to run the ball if he wants to win. I'm sorry. Stay away from the passing, man. Stay away from the passing. The run game is made to
open up your passing.
Establish
the offense. Yeah.
Yes.
I think, this week you obviously won't get a preview of any Auburn's games because they do go on the bye week. But you come back and you have to play Georgia in week 6, week 7.
Week 7.
Anyways, you have to play them week 7, and you got a good matchup in Jordan here. The place is going to be rocking. You're going to have every single bit of crowd noise you will ever need to win a football game that you're an underdog in. It's just time to go make it happen for Hugh Freeze. It's time to go coach the game of your life and get a win over a bigger program to be able to keep your job and keep Auburn fans happy. And do you think he's going to be, without giving a prediction of game score or anything like that, what do you see looking forward to that game that says, like, okay, we may get it done?
Auburn's going to lose by another touchdown.
You think so?
Yeah, I haven't seen Hugh Freeze change his play calling about running the damn ball. Last year, we lost every game because we run the ball. Jarquez Hunter could have been the leading rusher in college football, but we do not run the ball for some odd reason. He stays away from it. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with his play calling. I don't know why he makes it so difficult to play call, and it's really not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got Georgia that game. I had him winning in my prediction schedule, but I got Auburn losing that because Hugh Freeze hasn't proved me wrong yet. So
yeah, this Auburn team starts off hot, start the year beating Baylor, and you're like, oh man, this is a scary Auburn offense. They're running for 1,000 yards a game, and then they just kind of hit a brick wall whenever you go and face Oklahoma and Texas A&M. Now you got a chance to go beat Georgia at your home field with a rocking crowd. You got to make it happen. If you're Hugh Freeze, this is the game you've been looking forward to be able to get your reputation back. But anyways, is there anything else you would like to add, or you?
No, remember the first game there was Death, Texas, and Auburn's going to run the football, and that's nowhere to be found. So hopefully he's like he watches this and is like, we got to run the football, but I doubt he does.
Yeah.
If he still watches this video, he's still not going to run the ball. I don't know. He's I don't know. He's making it very difficult.
Yeah. Well, Hugh Freeze, you heard that. If you're watching the video, refer to RJ Coker on Instagram, RJCoker19. He'll be able to give you the play call sheet. But with all that being said, all that joking on RJ, I agree with him. Auburn Tigers need to run the ball a little bit more. We'd like to see the passing game get it cleaned up, but you got to run the ball to be able to get the passing game cleaned up. But this has been the R&D podcast. My name's Dalton.
RJ.
We'll catch you next time.